Hi, I have a letter here about a runner in a relationship. A runner is someone who is afraid to commit, someone who hardly speaks, doesn't explain anything, and it because of fear. All right, and it leads the other one in a relationship to not know what to do, to just assume or guess what is really happening. Should they hope? Should they wait? Is there a relationship at all? Is it official? Is it not official? It's complicated. All right. So if you find yourself in this situation, maybe there is something for you here. Okay. I have the letter at the side, and I'm going to read it to you. Okay. So it is from an anonymous sender. All right. And I'm going to name the sender Amos. All right. Okay, so the letter goes. I'm very disappointed about how things are going with someone I like or love. I've really waited and sacrificed a lot for this person, but it seems that no matter how much I believe in our connection or love, I am disappointed about how things are turning out. I don't understand why she won't take a chance with me. I treat her better, maybe better than the others in the past relationship. She does not talk to me much. She does not trust me. What if she gets hurt again? And I have to admit, I didn't have great relationships in the past. And I understand that. I basically know what happened to her in her past relationships. So I admit I love her. I want to stay away, but I don't know how far I can stay away from her. A part of me still wants to hope and wait. Please help me, Celeste. So how I am going to go about this is by cutting the sentences so, I can talk about it. So the summary goes, someone is very sad about how things are turning out, sacrifices were made, waiting was done, and this person wants to move on already, and the other person doesn't want to commit. All right, so let's start. Well, no relationship is flawless. Pain or disappointment, they are defaults in relationships. And just because it didn't last doesn't mean it wasn't a great one. Every relationship has a story of its own. Pain and disappointments come with the territory. So give yourself a break. It's okay to accommodate someone's fears or feelings in a relationship, but try not to overdo it. I think in your situation, you need as much understanding as she does. Why is it all about her? Sometimes we do that, don't we? But maybe the situation has been brought to you so you would experience getting out of yourself and giving more to people you love, because it may have been a toss coin between not jumping into a relationship and giving anything at all, and giving everything. It's all or nothing. Maybe in the past, you were afraid to, stretch yourself for people. And so maybe this was a time for you to really dive and free fall and give yourself into the hands of love and see where you go. Yes, because if we are not open to pain, if we don't have the courage, what chances do we get from relationships if we just, expect love to just fall into our laps? Maybe you needed to experience free fall or a dive into a relationship, so you learn that you actually won't die. It won't kill you, to give a lot of yourself. It really doesn't kill you like you might have feared. So in this portion, I'm just going to talk about yourself, all right? I'm not going to talk about her. Well, it's really sad when love is refused. Love is a beautiful thing, and you have a cup of love and it is thrown away, and that's really sad. But I'm thinking, in a way, maybe this is bringing to your attention how you don't see the red flags. The thing is, she's cuddled up in her rabbit hole, indifferent to you, and that was already a red flag. And what did you do? Sometimes when we love someone so much, when we wish for someone's love, what happens is we ignore the signs, the warning signs. We ignore our boundaries, or we overstep because we hope to get the love that we want. Sometimes, we ignore, we choose not to see that something might not be so right for us. Sometimes our signals are dull, something is already wrong, but maybe this is reminding you to be more aware, to pay attention, to sharpen your radar about what you would allow people to do to you and what you won't allow them to do to you. So yes, maybe this relationship was there for you to sharpen, your radar about people, and also to determine the boundaries that you're going to allow people to cross with you. So maybe right now, you can think about what you won't allow in relationships. Because when we often, very frequently do not listen or are not aware, or our signals are so dull, and you have this warning signs already, and because you don't listen, it has dulled. So maybe, in a way, this person is there to remind you to put some boundaries for yourself. When your signals are sharpened, you're more alert. You protect yourself. You come to your rescue instead of being like a slave to love. You catch it early on, so you act on it. At least I hope you told her how you feel, that you feel ignored or you feel disappointed about things are turning out. Because if she's scared, then you're also allowed to tell how you feel. Make your feelings matter, because there are two of you in the relationship, whether it's official or not. Just something about her. When someone is scared, they really can't think beyond themselves. Fear grips us. Fear is exclusive. It's like there's this bubble that they can't see beyond that bubble and see how everybody else is feeling. And so if you don't tell her how you feel, you know, how do you expect her to respond to you? How do you expect her to give you what you want, or to address what you want if you don't even tell her? Remember, when they are gripped with fear, you know, they can't see anything. They can't see the people around them. When you tell people how you feel, how hurt, how disappointed you are, you become a party in the relationship. Again, whether it's official or not, you know, you're not a vase, you're not a puppet, you know, you're not you're not a drinking glass in a relationship. You are another party, and as another party, your feelings are allowed to be heard. When we don't make our feelings matter, you know, trying to ignore, saying you're okay, you're fine, you know, we do that, don't we? You know, we think we are strong. We think we can still push on. We think we still have batteries, but sometimes we don't know that our batteries have run out. But we keep pushing ourselves. Our mind wants to dictate on our hearts, but the hearts are often stubborn, you know. It doesn't really listen. So let your feelings matter. In a relationship, whether it's official or not, both your feelings matter, not only one's feelings. It's good to be honest about our feelings and try not to deny that. And maybe right now you should do that more often, because you have not made them matter before. If you miss them, say to yourself you miss them. You know, try not to cover it up and get busy to avoid the feeling or deny it to your friends. At least to yourself, try not to deny it. And you are not wrong to love. It's great to love. We need love. It feels good to be loved. It is not wrong for you to wish for it. So I hope you don't beat yourself up for maybe thinking that you have fallen for the wrong person. You wanted for their love back, so you worked hard for it. Maybe what this has taught you is for you to dive in a relationship, you know, head on, because maybe you needed to learn how to open yourself to love. Loving, it can be like a death march. So you deserve a medal of courage. Congratulate yourself. Whether it worked out or not, what's great is that you were able to show or know your range of love, how much you can do for someone. However, we can do that if, you know, the red flags are not so not so plenty. Yes, sometimes we still want to wait in spite of the red flags, right? But maybe at this point it is bringing to your attention how you deal with your need for love or for their commitment. Maybe it is bringing to your attention how you have relied on her to make you happy? Why does happiness depend on her? Why is there this emphasis of what she can provide for you? Sometimes love can be like an addiction that we suffocate when we don't get it. It's like a drug. And what does this drug do to you? Does it make you feel worthy? Does it make you feel lovable? Does it make you feel desirable if she loves you back? Why do you need her love so much? What security does her love provide for you? Does it make you feel worthy? Are you not worthy? Are you not lovable? Are you not desirable, Amos? If you had met yourself, would you love yourself? Would you choose you? Would you choose yourself to love? Would you offer your love to you if you had met yourself? Maybe it is bringing to your attention what you think of yourself as someone to love. If you feel, you're not lovable enough, you're not desirable enough, if you feel you're not worthy, if you won't choose you, then maybe you should do something about it. Maybe instead of investing on her, your time, your effort, your patience, your money, maybe you should try investing on yourself, to build yourself up, to make yourself believe you are lovable or you are desirable. Because by default you are. But sometimes, along the way things happen to us and we feel like we have been lessened of our value. So maybe what you can do is, yes, invest in yourself, take care of yourself, spend time with yourself, get to know yourself. When you love somebody, you give your time, you give your effort, you think about them, you worry about them. So in the same way, try to worry for yourself. Because clearly in this case, you might not have worried for yourself a bit. You worried about her. Give time for yourself. Think about yourself. Watch out for yourself. Watch out where you're going. Take time with yourself. Don't rush yourself. Let people wait, for example. The time and effort, attention, awareness that you give to her, give it to yourself. Because when you choose you, when you feel that you are lovable, that you are desirable, everything you think she can provide for you, then you would not need her love so much to live. It wouldn't be a drug, it would be something you just like, but not need like air. Open your mind about love, Amos. Just because you give your all doesn't mean you can make them want you. That you will get a reward, cause and effect. People have histories too. They have pains that paralyze them. And no matter how much you think it is the right thing for her to love you, we all differ in our needs and desires and, yes, histories. This is what you can do. When you miss her, tell yourself, I miss her, I long for her, but I want to take care of myself right now. All right, 2 things. okay, what you feel and what you want to do. The more you take your feelings into consideration, the more you get to value yourself. So that next time, you know, you won't settle. And for her, you know, the decision to stay in her cave, that is something she will have to deal on her own. Some wounds just really take time to heal. Her wounds are bigger than the Disneyland that you are wanting to provide for her. Her cave gives more security for her than your army. So I hope this helps. So hope to see you again. Bye.